At this critical time, and I'm not talking about Trump. I think now Trump is a decoy for the big picture. There's a planet circling around. It's been circling around that they know of since 1930. And that's what the space program is about. There's nothing to do with no war. It's all the mighty nations have come together. And that's what the games are about, to get your attention off of. Someone called me on the 13th, Friday the 13th of this year, and said, check out the two suns that's in the sky in California. And we did. And then from there, I got out my notes and said, you know, this must be about the thing they've been following since 1930. Now first, NASA is not about space stuff and missiles. They were put together by mighty nations to track this huge thing they picked up and didn't know what it was. And at that point, it circled this planet 42,000 miles every year. Now it's circling the planet 42,000 miles every 24 hours. They know how close it's getting. So then we asked the question, if you were one of the bright scientists in the world in climate, and I'm the second most in the world, so how can you see one thing and I'm over here saying, oh, that's not happening? That's a game. You know, you can't sell me two Rolls Royces and one is saying it don't work and the other one said you work. I mean, and so what we're looking at is this big lie. And I guess it's not a lie to them. They're not hiding this to protect us. They're hiding this to protect themselves, like they're going to determine who's going to live and who's going to die. Now let me just briefly say this. The church is one thing. And being a black man born 85 years ago, I know how valuable the church has been. If for nothing else but racism and all that crazy stuff. So I was a little boy, I didn't know there was sexism. They doing it to the women right in front of me, my mama, everybody else, but I didn't see that. But I could feel racism. I heard about the lynchings. I know what they'll do, okay? And so all at once now we look around and all that stuff they're telling us they're doing, they're not doing that. They are putting all this trillions of dollars together trying to trace this huge thing, which is about 1,000, 10,000, maybe 1,000,000 times bigger than this planet. That's what got everybody scared. Now, the closer it get, and I'm sure it's real close, I'll know more about that next week. Mm-hmm. But that's why you bring in Donald Trump. He's the shadow. Donald Trump ain't got no money. He's the shadow. If you got a house or you live in a house, go out in the daytime and look at the shadow of the house. The shadow's bigger than the house. Mm-hmm. So when you think about Trump, think one thing. You the shadow. Every time the sun go down or the clouds come up, you disappear. You have no power. You're the shadow. And you sitting out here scared. We scared because we evil. We talk all that God trouble. We ain't about God wars. You would take a flamethrower and burn somebody up and think there's some God out there that's thanking you, America the beautiful. Ask yourself, when have America been beautiful? Ask women all they've been through, raped, all the kind of stuff. Always happen. The cops catch them, come on, boys and be boys. When have this country ever been great? And Trump keeps on make America great again? Are you serious? Go back through the years and ask the Italians, when did America get great, what they did to the Italians? Ask the Irish what they did to them. Take every group one by one by one by one, and you got to be some kind of ungodly fool to think America was ever great. Now let's put a period there. George Washington and a bunch of heathen thug gangster punks, slave owners. You can't trick the real God. I can trick the church. And so they decided on July the 3rd, 1776, that they was going to declare it's a nation, independent of anything else. And they wanted a symbol, of liberty. But honesty with them, I don't know how punk thugs like them could be honest, but they said we cannot use our face as the symbol because we too dirty. And they looked over in Philadelphia where they were and said, oh, see that bell there? Let's polish that bell up, and tomorrow, July the 4th, 1776, we'll hit that bell, and we'll call that the Bell of Liberty. That will be the face of liberty, since we can't be it. And the next day at 12 noon, they hit that bell, and that bell cracked from the bottom all the way up to the top. Cracked. So when you go around the world and look at the symbol of liberty in them, it's a cracked bell. And you too dirty and nasty and filthy to even see this. And the universe of God fixed it so you couldn't even turn it around. So anytime you see the Liberty Bell, the symbol of liberty in America is cracked. And it's been cracked. And it ain't never going to get fixed because you're not in charge. Your army's not in charge of nothing. Now, so now we look now, and there's a handful of people that knew what was coming. We old black folk couldn't read and write. So yeah, there's something big gonna come down here and get rid of all of us. Thank you, grandmother, because all of us is guilty. And so what we're looking at now, we're looking at the news people that don't know nothing, huh? And so they're trying to figure out Trump. And so again, I'm saying, not to scare you. You wasn't scared when you was paying your tax money and got them bombs dropping on women until you wasn't scared then. And so you live in filth. You live here in prostitute houses all over the world. That don't bother you. Huh? So here's where we're going. I don't know when it's going to hit. I know it's close. And I'm not prophesizing. I'm talking about what you feel. Climate change. And you stupid fools, it's too stupid to tell. All these scientists don't know what's going on. They lying. They don't want to scare you. You don't need to be scared. Fear and God don't occupy the same spot. This is the universe doing this to you. One of the nastiest countries that ever existed in the history of the planet. And you think the universal God gonna cut you some slack? Well, if it do, then I know God ain't God. And so ain't no need to tell you get ready. Somebody asked me, so what we gonna do about it? Well, if you was on 747 and both engines fell off the front, huh? The wings fell off. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Lay there and die like everybody else on the plane because you don't have the qualifications. Now, there might be some people out here that have the qualifications by their behavior, by all of the things they've done. And so somewhere, that's what you're looking at. And that's what you want to see. And one day when you get close, when you can see the face of the devil, it'll look just like you. It'll look just like you. And all you black folk out here go to church screaming and hollering. The universal God says, as long as you tolerate that, then you guilty. And so that's where we are. And so y'all don't need to worry about Trump. Trump ain't ever killed nobody. But the murder and thieves he put around him are murderers, but you ain't worried about them because they're rich. And finally, let me say this. To you poor, ignorant white folks that think you white. Huh? Poor, ignorant white folks that think you need to come in the ghetto. And see how many black folks got fine homes, fine cars, education, and then go home and look you in the face as your poor, ignorant children. Dirt poor. They ain't got no shoes. They ain't got no heat in the house. And you think you white? Well, as long as I ain't no nigger. Well, what you are is a trillion times below a nigger. And let me say to you black folks, how can someone call you a nigger and you get mad, but they call you a billionaire and you smile? You ain't gonna never be a billionaire, you'll never be a trillionaire, and you can never be a nigger. So how you take something some ignorant person called you the negative one and get angry, but to call you a trillionaire, you don't get mad. So all this is about to complete, and all you white folks, you about to find out who the nigger really is. And somewhere, and all you black folks who think you a child of God, America, you black folks, I'm sure you white folks do it too, have your children join the army because they can't find a job. You're willing to kill or be killed because you can't find a job somewhere. And so I just say, I'm surprised you held up so well. I don't know if it's ignorance or your ability not to be scared. Here's a man, he don't even look normal. Huh? If anybody could be ugly, and the universal God don't make ugly people, but if he did, Trump is one of them. That's your roadmap to look at ugly people and ugly families. Huh? That's a game. So somebody writes him what to say, and he says it, and you so full of racism or scared that you don't even see through this. Okay? Look at my nose real good. See that nose right there? That's where the pyramid came from. That is a pyramid. But y'all got to run around some man say, I drew this, I made this. And that's why you can't figure out how they built it. Huh? You can't figure out how your head was built. Because these dirty, stinking, thieving hoodlums down here, didn't build it. And the reason you can't figure out nothing is because they lied to you on television, they lied to you in the papers. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do I know Kennedy didn't die in Dallas? He's a vegetable. But the New York Times, the Washington Post, don't know it? Because they reduce you down to fools because of the stuff you tolerate. And now they give you food. If I reduce you to a dog, now I got to feed you dog food. If I reduce you to a pimp, I should be able to feed you pimp food. If I reduce you to a hoe, I should be able to feed you hoe food. But you're not even aware. And so I just say have fun and have fun quick, because recess is over. And the next time you look in the mirror, look long enough until you can see Trump. See, all the hoodlums look alike. That's when you go to the movie, you can tell the gangsters. You go to the movies, you can tell the baseball players. Well, look in the mirror, and if God is good to you, you might see something that looks like Trump. And then look behind that, you see something that looks like the devil. And look behind that, you see something that thought they was rich, white folks, and they the super devils. So that I'm not just name calling, but you'll see. You don't have to wait long. You'll see. And then look at your children one day, especially you white folks and your precious children, and think about all the bums your money drop on other people's children. And they don't holler, they don't scream. And there's a song for you non-Baptists, and they didn't say a mumbling word. I hope you read that song, and when you see that stuff coming, shut up and don't say a mumbling word. So I just say, I can't apologize for the universal God. Okay, I'm going to apologize to me. I'm sorry. As much as I did, much in the willing to die for liberty, I'm sorry I didn't do enough. And so all I'm saying to you, you can hang up, you look at it and say, he's crazy. Okay, I got no problem with you. Truth do not have to be validated by your ignorance. And so again, as I leave you, I say to my brother here, I thank you, man, for putting it out there. Putting it out there. And you need to look in the mirror and realize you don't see nobody on NBC, CBS, ABC that look like you. Your demeanor, your everything. Okay? Because truth don't look like nothing. It's a feeling that you can feel. And And I go all over the country and I see people that hear your show. They know your name, man. Okay? They know your name. Okay? And so again, I just say thank you, your family, and all the times you've been away from home. I be traveling, 6 o'clock in the morning, somebody knock on your door, you can drove all the way to see me. What's new, Doc? And all that. So again, the new year. Bless yourself. Because I don't know if we were there asking God to bless us. So bless yourself. And thank you.
I want to ask you, since we're here in Memphis right now, and like we're approaching the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination here, next year, what are your thoughts? You know, you get a sold-out concert.
Let me say this here. I got a plane I got to catch.
Yes, sir.
And this is not a subject. I know about it. I know King didn't down the balcony. They smothered him to death in the hospital. And I'm not going to belittle that knowledge.
Yes, sir.
By doing something short of the shortcut. I'll give you the full story on what happened to King, what white folks was involved, and what black folks was involved.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Before I ask one more thing, I want to ask you this. I know since this Sunday was interesting, we had the passing of Bishop Eddie Long, and your thoughts about him in the black church. I know you speak very highly of the black church. What are your thoughts at this time?
Well, remember, no black preacher can represent the black church. I'm talking about the days when you could be lynched. I'm talking about the days when a cop could pick you up. You had nobody to call but the church. When black folk got arrested, either honestly or fraudulently, the church put up the bail. All you black folks running around talking about the black church this and the black church that. Man, y'all go to hell. When it wasn't no hospital, wasn't no insurance, you could go to the black church. When you got busted in the middle of the night and called home, your mom or dad called the minister, and the minister called the sheriff and said, so-and-so, and said, let my man go, we'll come down and straighten it out tomorrow. That's the black church. That's what the black church was. When the mob got to chasing you, ran to the black church, the door wasn't locked. See, when you look at the police and law enforcement, and in jails it's locked, they make you think it's to keep me in. No, it's to keep them in. Okay? They the negative force on the planet. The police. Okay? And y'all talk all the talk you want. But here's what I want you cops to do, black and white. You know what happened to black folks and minority folks and Jews. You was part of it. But now before you go to sleep, get your family and ask yourself, did you ever see the day that you always feel the same way my mom and dad felt when we would leave out? Will they come back? Will the cops kill them? It's on your table now. You never thought your family would feel the same way. And I hope you have the integrity when you get off is go home so they can see you, because you don't know if that's the last time or not. Not drinking with the boys and your family at home say, I wonder where dad is. He got off at so-and-so. Well, what go around, come around. I don't wish nothing on you. I've been on you. Okay? Because I just want you to see, did you ever think when it was black folks drugged out, that you shooting in the back for drugs? Did you ever think you'd see today the #1 drugged out state in America today is Utah? When I go there to interview folks, first responders say the reason we can't help them is something about mamas who want to clean up the house before they let us in. And by the time we get in, we lost valuable time. Okay? And so again, look at what's happening. White women, got all the opportunities in the world, but you can't get there. Okay? You ain't got no car now. You see the commercial, buy one suit, get 7 free, and y'all don't know what that means. So then again, let me just say thanks to this brother, and thanks to all the people in the civil rights movement that was there, not just willing to help you, but willing to die. I was there. I never saw a black person or white person in the movement. A man run. Think about that. Soldiers run, get up to a high hill, and then shoot. When we stopped running, thank God, Dr. King, we didn't stop, nothing move, and pull out the gun and turn and shoot you. We said, bring it to us, baby. Let's check this out. See if the thing you into America and the thing I'm into, and see which one's going to win. So thank you.
And the words of great to God to me. Love you, madly, Brother Gregory. Thank you so much. And prosper a long time in the year 2017 and beyond.
Thank you, my pleasure.
That's a game they play. Huh? It look like but we don't get the truth. This has nothing to do with what you just said. But if you take Bishop Long, Reverend Long, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody thought he got busted from homosexuality. Nobody cared about you being gay. What he got busted for, he was over there in Africa dealing in black diamonds, and the white folks say, let's take him down. Huh? Mm-hmm. He's over here messing with something. And let me tell you something else that nobody has. You see these mega churches that black folks have? Right. Mega churches that's like, 30, 40, $50 million. If General Motors can't get along, how some preacher, most of them ain't never been there, they gonna go to a bank and get that kind of money? Where do you think that money's coming from? British intelligence, okay? Oh, all right. All right. And so we sit here and say